Okay, so sorry about that. It was just a network issue. Yeah, so here we are looking at the MRP for product X. That is the final products, and then MRP for product Y. These are the ones, they depend on the MRP for X and MRP for Y. These are the products. So we have okay, so we have the information here which we have to look at. So here the MRP for product X, this is how we got this. The lead time for X, product X was given. The lead time for X was 2 weeks. Then lead time for Y was 3 weeks. So this is just about what we need to look at. So after preparing the MRP for product X, we are going to say this X, the lead time is 2 weeks. So meaning for us to have an order receipt in this week 6, means that this was supposed to be released 2 weeks before. Okay, so this is where this 150 has come here because of the lead time. If the lead time was 1 week, this 150. Yes, please.
Yes, I think I am a little bit behind. We ended on the planned order receipt. Yeah, on the 250, how we got the 250 that was supposed to plan for the order of the 250. I think from there, on the planned order release, I'm not very sure how you managed to get that one.
Okay, all right. So what happens is this 150, it was because first and foremost here we have a 50 which is on hand plus the 0 here. We aggregate these, we sum up the 50 plus the 0. Then to meet the demand of 200, we have a shortage units of 150. So on this 150 is a net requirement. The shortage units required to meet the demand. All right, because we had a 50 to meet a 200. So we had a shortage of 150. So using lot for lot, we order what is needed. So that's why we ordered the planned order receipt of 150. So we ordered 150 so that we sort out this problem, and then we remained with 0 because we only ordered what was needed, what was the shortfall to meet the demand, which was the 150. So we remain with a 0. Now 0 plus 0, you add these two to meet the demand of 0. We have on hand of 0. 0 plus this 0 to meet the demand of 250. Then we had the net requirement of 250, which was a shortage. So we had to order the 250 so that we sort out this problem. Then we remained with a 0. All right.
Sure.
Yeah. So now on the aspect of lead time is the time taken between when an order is placed and when an order is received. Meaning that for us to have the receipt of 150 units in week 6, we knew already that we are going to have a problem in week 6. So we placed an order 2 weeks before, because the lead time was 2 weeks. That was given in an exam. The examiner had given in 2 weeks. So meaning that this one would have been released the very day or the very week when you placed an order. Why should you get your cake on Sunday or on Tuesday when you've placed an order today? So you would have received that one on Sunday. So that's why if you place an order today, then they tell you that you are going to receive an order on Tuesday. It means that the time taken between when you placed an order and when you received an order is 2 days. So, but you would have received it, or it would have been released the very day you place an order. So you see, this is why this 150 should come take it back twice, because the lead time was 2 for this one. So lead time was 2. So this is the reason why we are to take back this 150, this other side. So 150 came here, even this 250 coming back twice. So it's from here to here. This is what the 250. So this one from here to here. So it's the planned order release, you take the consider lead time. So from the aspect of 150, getting, if the lead time was 3 days or three days, yes, would have taken 151, 2, 3 backwards, would have come here. Even this 250 will come 1, 2, 3 to have been in this other period. If it was 1 week, would have taken it once to be 150 would have come here, or even this 250 would have come here if the lead time was 1 week. All right, so this is about product X. All right, so now we get to the other one. So the other one we are going to is the product Y. So let's do MRP for product Y. So MRP for product Y, we are simply getting what has been given. So the gross requirement for product Y was only 400 units in week 7. So it was only 400 units in week 7. So 400 in week 7 from what has been given here. Okay, so 400 week 7. And then the lead time is 3 weeks for this one. Okay, so that's the gross requirements. We have 400. There were no scheduled receipts, but on hand was 30 for product Y. The on hand was 30. So saying this is part D we are answering now. Develop MRP for X, Y, A, B, C, and D in order to meet the demand. Use the MRP format showing the following gross requirements, the scheduled receipts, on hand, net requirements, and planned order releases. They have been indicated on this one for 20 marks. For the first one was just a product structure tree. Okay. So from here, we are now getting to the product structure tree is what is important. So here we have this information. So we are going to have MRP for Y. So it's supposed to have those components. Okay. So MRP for Y, we are simply saying we are this gross requirements the same as demand 0, 0, 0, 0, 400 and 0. And then the scheduled receipts are zeros. The on hand is 30 as from the question. So you have to pay attention. There are 6 components. So this is the format in which they're supposed to be. Gross requirements, scheduled receipts, on hand, net requirements, planned order receipts, planned order release. So this is the structure tree we have here for X and Y. So we can now go for Y. The beginning stock for Y is the for Y is 30. That's the beginning stock. All right. So we have to now say we have 1, 2, 3 up to 8. So on and 30 plus 0 to meet 0 is 30. 30 plus 0. So this is how we do. 30 plus this 0 to meet the demand of 0. We still have the 30. 30 plus this 0 to meet the demand of that. We still have the 30. 30 plus this 0 to meet the demand of that. We still have the 30 on hand because no one else has demanded that. And then for product Y, they're also looking, they're saying use the chase strategy. Chase simply means lot for lot. Okay, so when you say chase, it means we're looking at lot for lot. That is it on the chase strategy. Then getting down to, so even this one, we are going to have the 30 plus 0 to meet the demand of 0 is 30. 30 plus 0 to meet the demand of 0, 30. 30 plus 0 to meet the demand of 400. We are with 370. Okay. So on this aspect, okay, so here the net requirement is 370 because we have only 30 and the demand is 400. So here what is going to happen is we have the net requirements of 370. When you have the net requirement of 370, you order the same 370. You sort out the problem. That's a lot for lot. You order the requirement. So you sort out this, we are going to have 0 there. And then 0 plus 0 to meet the demand of 0, we are going to have 0. So lead time for this one, lead time is what? 3 weeks. So that's why our order receipt is in this period, but we come 3 weeks. This would have been released in period 4 or week 4. So that's MRP for product Y. So once you get the MRP for product Y and X correct, means that these other ones will not be an issue. So we can come and get MRP for A. We can go for MRP for A, but MRP for A is actually depending on X. If X is wrong, you get MRP for A, B, C, D. All these will be wrong because they're coming from, they're depending on this X. So if X is not correct, it will affect the A, to affect the B. And also, if Y is not correct, to affect the D and to affect the C. So let's go for MRP for A. MRP for A, you will use the planned order releases of X. So you use the planned order releases of X. Those are, that is the requirement for product, okay, for product A. So we go for product A, we are getting to, okay, so MRP for product A, we have we are using the fixed order quantity of 250 units. That is for MRP for product A. We are using the fixed order quantity, FOQ, fixed order quantity of, not lot for lot at this time. We are using the fixed order quantity of 250 units. Okay, so meaning we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The gross requirements we are getting that came from X. Okay, that came from X because from the structure, A is coming from X. So you get the releases. You get the releases of X, then multiply them by the quantity. So the releases of X, you're multiplying them by the quantity that we have. So meaning these releases, week 4 and week 6. Okay. So we are going to have that and then multiply them by 1 because the quantity is 1. Okay. So X, you multiply them by the quantity of 1. Okay. So we are going to have the way the X is multiplied by a quantity of 1. So we have product A. Okay. So by quantity 1, so they will not change. Okay. So we have the other one where we have the 150 and then we have the 250 there. Okay, so let's see, put for that. So we are going to have 150 and this is supposed to be 250. Okay, so you can just revise a bit on that. So you multiply, you just pick them the way they are, then multiply by the quantity where we have. So meaning 150 and the 250. So we are getting the most important thing. So here we have this. Then on hand for A is 70. So 70 plus 0. Okay, which is the 70 minus the gross requirement of 0. We have a 70. Then 70 plus 0 is 70 minus 0 there. The 70 is the beginning stock that has been given in the question. Okay, it has been given as on hand for A, 70 beginning stock, B is 0, C is 200, and D is 800. Okay, so this is about what is going on. So we are going to have 0 plus 70 is 70 to meet the demand of 0 is 70. 70 plus 0 to meet the demand of that is 70. Then 70 plus 0 is 70 to meet the demand of 150. We need, the net requirement is 80. Okay, 70 plus 0 to meet the demand of 150. The net requirement is 80. But even if the net requirement is 80, you order the 250 units. Okay, so going to order the 250 units. So 250, because this is what they're saying, fixed order is 250. 250 minus net requirement of 80, we are getting 170. So 250 minus 80, we are getting net requirement of 170. Okay, so this will be, that will be the on hand will be 170. Because we have this 250 to sort out 80, we have 170. 170, okay, plus 0 minus 0, we are going to have 170. 170 plus 0 minus the demand of 250. There was a demand of 250 that came from there. The demand of 250, then we are going to have the net requirement of, we're going to have net requirement of 80. Okay, so we're going to have net requirement of 80. So even if you have a requirement of 80, we are going to have the order, we are going to order the 250 units. There's a fixed ordering policy. We're going to order the 250 units. So 250 minus 80, we are going to have the net requirement of 170. So net requirement, in fact, the on hand here will be 170, will still be 170. So 170 plus 0, it is 170 minus 0 demand, it will still be 170 here. Okay, then 170 plus 0 minus 0, it will still be 170. So this is only the on hand for product X. Okay, then getting down to the product B. Okay, so product B, since we have the product structure, so yeah, we go back to the structure. So the most important thing to understand, so is for B, it's given us 1. For X, there's nothing that was, for A, we have done A, X, Y. So for B, there's actually coming from X. So whatever is coming from X, it goes to B. So whatever is coming from X is going to B. The releases of X will go to B. Okay. So releases of X will go for B, which is 150 and 250 here. 150 and 250, those releases are going to B. Okay, from X going to B. So it's 150 and 250 there. We are getting those releases. And then we have to find what is on hand for B. So what is on hand for B is 0. And the gross requirements are coming from X. You pick them the way they are, 150 in the week 4 and week 6, 250. So you come here and sort out. So for B, we have 150 and 250, and the rest of the gross requirements are zeros. The on hand, the scheduled receipts are not there. The on hand is 0. We are using lot for lot. So the lot sizing rule for B is lot for lot from the table. So when we go to the table, we are getting the lot sizing rule. Okay, from this table, the lot sizing rule for B was lot for lot. Okay, not fixed order. For C, it's also lot for lot as well. For D, it is fixed order quantity of 1,000. So we come here and now finish up so for B, it's lot for lot. So we are simply saying we have 150 and 250. So 0 plus 0 to meet 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 to meet 0, it is 0. 0 plus 0 to meet 0, it's 0. 0 plus 0 to meet the demand of 150. We are going to have the net requirement of shortage of 150. So order the same 150. Whatever is needed, that means for lot. We are going to remain with 0. 0 plus 0 to meet 0, it's 0. 0 plus 0 to meet the 250, the net requirement is 250. So we should order the requirement, which is order the net requirement of 250. We are going to remain with nothing. We're going to remain with 0 here. 0 plus 0 to meet 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 to meet 0 is 0. Then the lead time for B. Lead time for B, you check from there, it's 2 weeks. So that's why we are getting this. We are supposed to check lead time for B. So meaning for you to have an order receipt in week 4 of 150, this would have been released 2 weeks before. Order receipt of 250 in week 6, this would have been released 2 weeks before. So this is why we have these releases from the aspect of what has been given as lead time for B, which is you can take from the table there. We check in the table the lead times. Okay, so we check the table for lead times, and the lead time for B is 2 weeks, for C is 1 week, for D is 2 weeks. So this is aspect of getting down to lead time. Okay, so this is what goes on. So we are going to go MRP for product C. Okay, so MRP for product C. MRP for product C, you check where the C is coming from. So C is coming from, okay, so C is coming from the 2 products. So C is coming from X, coming from B, and it's also coming from Y. So C is coming from B, and it's also coming from Y. So on this one, we are supposed to combine and find one MRP for product C, because it's coming from 2 different sources. Okay. So from here, we are going to have MRP for C. So meaning we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So MRP for C is coming from 2 different sources, where we are going to so we have the 6 rows here for the 6 components. So the first part of it, we are going to have the gross requirements, then schedule receipts, on hand, net requirements, planned order, receipt, and then planned order release. So what is important here is just understanding what is going on. So for C is coming from 2 different sources. C is coming from, so C is coming from here. C is coming from B, and C is coming from Y. So you have to combine them. So C coming from B and C coming from Y. So C from B, you can check C from B and C from Y. So C from Y in week 4 is 370. So you put a 370 in week 4 for C. So put the 370 here. Okay. And then the other one, so this is C from the 370 giving us. So it's C from Y, 370. So this is from Y. Then there is again the C from the structure. The C is coming from B. C is coming from B. So you go to B, what we prepared for B, as MRP for B. The MRP for B, you have a 250. Okay, so 250 week 1 and 250 week 3. Week 1 and week 3. Okay, so 250 week 1. Also, we have a 250 week 3. Okay, so this is what the rest are zeros. Then we get to schedule receipts as zeros. So here these are zeros for schedule receipts. Then we check for on hand, what was on hand for this product. So the on hand was you check from the information given, the on hand for C. Okay, so on hand for C was 200. So on hand for C was 200. So you put a 200 here. And then we are using lot for lot. So meaning here 200% to meet that. So here we have, okay, so here we have 200 to meet that. So we have the, okay, so the net requirement is 50. Okay, so meaning that we order the same 50. Then the other one, so meaning that here we sort out this, you have going to have 0, 0 plus 0 to meet 0. Our on hand is 0, 0 plus 0 to meet the demand of 250. You order net requirement of 250. This is the order receipt. So you order the same 250 here. Then you sort out this. Then this plus that, it is the total here, it is 0 to meet the requirement of 350. So your net requirement, you need the net requirement of 370. Then you order the same 370. Okay, so when you order the same 370, you are going to have a 0 here. 0 plus 0 to meet 0, it's 0. 0 plus 0 to meet the demand of 0 is still of 0. 0 plus 0 to meet the demand of that is 0. 0 plus that to meet the demand of that 0. Then you look at the aspect of lead time. So aspect of lead time for this one was 1 week. So lead time was 1 week. So meaning this one would have come 1 week before, is 250. Then this one should have been ordered a week before because it's supposed to come the other side. So even this one, 370 comes here. Okay. So this is on MRP for product C. Okay. So this one's supposed to be ordered a week before. A week before our starting period. So this one is actually not feasible because this 50 is actually being ordered before we start the week in operation. Okay, so we now get to the other one, the MRP for product D. So MRP for product D. So D is coming from, okay, so looking at the structure, D is coming from B and D is coming from Y. So you combine these, D from B and D from Y. The same way we are from doing the other one, because this other one, the other one was from B. So this was from Y, this was from B, and this was from B. So you combine the MRP for D You have to combine looking at where those things are coming from. Okay. So MRP for D, we also do the same, 1, 2, up to 8. So the most important thing is to understand what is going on here. Which one comes first? So it's supposed to be 60 components. Lot for lot, you order the net requirements or the shortage units required to meet the demand. So this is it. Or now you get to that one. So do even the other questions from the pamphlet so that you can understand this one thoroughly. So the first one is the gross requirements. Then we have the scheduled receipts on hand. The format is just the same. So you have the net requirements. Then we have the planned order receipt. Then the other one is the planned release. So this one is planned order release. So this is about what goes on. So D is coming from two components. There's a D coming from, so there's a D coming from B and the D coming from the Y. So D coming from Y, you multiply by 4. So D from Y, so this 370 times 4, because there is a 4 there. Here there's a 4. So D from Y by 4 in that week. So it's 370 times 4, which is 1,480. Okay, so here to be 1,480. Then there is also D coming from, the structure here, D coming from B. So from B, we have our B. Okay, so our B we have is 150 and 250, 150 and 250, but by 150 and 250 here, but by 1, because the structure here is requiring that D from B by 1, 150 and 250 by 1. So these are in, so there's a 1 quantity here, so by 1. So in here we are trying to say that we have in week 2, 150, week 4, we have the 250. Okay. So meaning in that week 4, we have already that. So by 1, so in week 2, 150. So here in week 4 by 1, so we're going to add a 250 here to this amount, because they are, so this is coming from Y, this is coming from C. So within there's a collision. So meaning you're going to add the 250 to it. So it will be 250 here plus that one. So in short, to be at least 1,480 plus a 250. Okay, so this is the gross requirement. This is coming from C. The other one here is coming from Y. So they fall in the same week. The rest here are zeros. Okay. The rest here are zeros. So meaning, and then the schedule receipts, we don't have the schedule receipts from the question. So we have the on hand now. We have to check what on hand we've been given. So the on hand that has been given here in the question for D. Okay, so you check from the question what the on hand was that was given. The on hand for D was 800. That's the beginning stock. So the beginning stock was 800. So we put 800 here. And the lot size was 1,000. Okay, so the lot size from there is what also is supposed to be considered. The lot size is 1,000 from the what has been given. The fixed lot size is 1,000. So you consider that. So put fixed order quantity of 1,000. So this is 800 plus 0 minus 0, it will be 800. Then 800 plus 0 minus 150, 800 minus 150, we're getting 650 here. So 650 is what we have. Then 650 plus 0 minus 0 is 650. Then 650 plus 0, so 650 plus 0 minus 148 minus a 250 total. We are getting net requirement of 1,080. So this 1,080 is a net requirement, but we are producing 1,000 a fixed batch. So meaning you have supposed to produce the 2 batches of 1,000. We produce a 2,000 so that we can meet our net requirement. So one batch we produce 1,000 may not be enough. So we're supposed to produce the 2 batches of 1,000, which is 2,000. So what we are going to remain with 920. So 920 will be our on hand. So this 920 plus 0 minus 920 to still be 920. So 920 there, 920 plus 0 minus 9, so it will still be 920. 920 plus 0 minus that, which will still be 920. And then 920 plus 0 minus that, which will still be 920. So meaning that here, this is the MRP for product D. Okay. So as we look at the lead time is 2 weeks. So meaning as we come here, this is the 2 weeks. So 2,000 should come here as the planned order release as we look at this MRP record. So from here, you need to, from the concept that has been given according to the 6 components that are supposed to be there, this is a similar question that we can look at as we look at in this pamphlet. We have this similar question that we can do at a possible time because it's similar to what has been given. They're talking about an MRP question where they are producing 2 products, A and B, and we have this lot size. This is from the pamphlet. Similar, this question came similar in this pamphlet. So just a matter of looking at this one. We have A and B products. Each A requires 2 C's and 1 D, and each D requires that. And then there was need to come up with from the concept, from what I've explained, you can try out this one that we can come and run through together in another class. Just look at the concept, and this is the product structure according to the solution. We can try this one, and then we come and discuss the beginning stock was there. These products were C, D, E, and F. So the examiner just changed a few things looking at this. So we can come and discuss this. As yours was on fixed order quantity, it was lot for lot. Fixed order quantity and period order quantities were lot sizing rules that we are supposed to look at. All right, so we can end the class for now, but we need to come through and do as many questions as possible so that I clarify some of the other items for the sake of those who are behind, so that we can do as many questions as possible so that you can actually be conversant with this material requirement planning. So we can end the class for now. For those who are behind, we'll come and run through as many questions as possible so that you can get to understand this topic in detail.
Thank you.
Thank you.